2019's Color Out of Space. So this is a film. This is a film. Summary for this movie: a secluded farm is struck by a strange meteorite, which has apocalyptic consequences for the family living there and possibly the world. Directed by Richard Stanley, based on the short story "The Color Out of Space" by H.P. Lovecraft, and it's written by Richard Stanley and Scarlett Amaris. Do you have any information, Jason?
I do. Tagline: It will consume you. Distributed by RLJE Films, and that on 4K and Blu-ray through Image Entertainment. And I just gotta say, visually, this movie is appealing anyway.
Mhm.
But I guess I haven't watched it on Blu-ray, but the 4K is popping on this movie. It's also the 4K Blu-ray combo right now is only $12.96 on Amazon. I can't recommend that people buy this enough.
Yeah, speaking of Amazon, by the way,
$13, come on.
They've got some fucking crazy deals on DVDs and shit, like free shipping under $5.
Okay, yeah, I just saw that they're doing like a 3 for 2.
Yeah,
and of course it's only on these select titles, and
right.
my collection is so large that I now can't get that deal anymore because I'm like, no, I'm not spending $40 just to get 3 movies that I kind of want. So yeah. I don't get to enjoy the deals anymore.
Yeah, there's too many bargains. But this is one of those films where literally everything that happens has to be solely chalked up to it's just alien shit. Like that's really what everything is. Any questions you are gonna ask are answered by those 2 simple words: alien shit. That's literally it. That's all that's happening. And man, I'll tell you what, Nicolas Cage, he really shines in this movie. He's got so many great lines. You
don't get a lot of milk from alpaca.
Boobs.
Yeah, and, evidently he was told to act like he did in Vampire's Kiss, like totally unhinged and shit. So you get like this kind of shit.
Do me a favor and get the fuck out of my sight, okay? No, actually, I'll save you the trouble and get the fuck out of yours.
Like, what's that delivery? Yeah, he freaks out so many times in this movie. He freaks out over tomatoes. I was laughing at that. It's thoroughly enjoyable to watch him break down. I love that they made him an alpaca farmer. I don't know if that's true to the original story. It probably is, right?
Nah. I mean, I never read this story, but H.P. Lovecraft stuff, a lot of it tends to be short. Like, what From Beyond was like just maybe 3 pages.
Oh, really?
A 3-page. Yeah, like some of his like small stuff has been turned into feature things.
Yeah,
but I haven't read this one.
You never see alpacas in a movie, and that they made him an alpaca farmer who's ranting about how expensive they are. It's just fun. I think the acting is great across the board. The least equipped actor is Tommy Chong, but he's fucking great.
His
character was legendary.
It almost takes me out of it. You know what I mean?
He's literally doing the best that he can.
It's not because of the acting or anything, and it's my fault. But all I see when I see Tommy Chong is Chong, and like I'm in this crazy horror movie, and all of a sudden he pops up. I'm like, what in the world is that? And had I not known who he was, it would have been fine. Like he did great, but it's like, well, it kind of takes me out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, every horror film has to have that crazy old man that knows what's going on, you know?
Right.
That's just a given.
Well, why not
always off the grid?
Why not make it Tommy Chong? You know, we only got him for a few more years. Let's enjoy him.
Yeah.
The effects I found them problematic at times, like the tentacles and shit. But with the color palette and the style, how it's stylized, I let it go. I thought it was like great. I mean, it just works together with the color palette and the trippy shit that's going on. Really beautiful to look at. The body horror was on point. it was so disturbing to see the gnarled mess of the mother and the son melted together. Like that fucked me up so bad. That shit was so rough. But then it turned into like a really badass looking monster. That was really cool. Gruesome effects shots there. As far as the actual storyline, I don't really know what is happening through most of this movie, aside from a whole bunch of really cool looking alien shit. A lot of things seem to be dying due to some very cryptic alien radiation that also brings new alien life to this planet. I guess it's taking over the planet, changing the landscape and the family. Spoiler alert, the ending is just an orgy of color and confusion, resulting in an explosion of some sort that seems to eradicate everything within like a 3 to 4 mile radius, except for this one dude. What the fuck? How did he get out of that? He just crawls out of it like it was nothing, but everything's dead for miles.
Bullshit. I mean, that was a beefy basement, and he was underneath the blast. So, I mean,
radiation doesn't go up and down.
Listen, if Indiana Jones can survive a nuclear blast inside a fridge, this guy can survive in a big ass basement in a corner. That house was huge. This dude could get in a corner or some shit.
Yeah,
and you don't know what it was. I mean, what it just looked like ash, right?
Yeah, I mean, but everything was destroyed. But you know, and I'll let it go because this is a really enjoyable movie. Like, there's not you could complain about, no matter what you complain about, it's still enjoyable. You could bitch about the whole fucking thing and still enjoy it because it looks good to just look at. You can put it on and just do your dishes and just enjoy the visuals. But it's a 9 out of 10 for me. What do you guys think?
How about that wonderful teenage girl in the movie? You know, when she got her wonderful Darwin Award by, let's go and look in the well. Oh no, the dog! Oh, let's go get the dog! Oh
no!
Yeah.
So, have you guys seen Dust Devil or Hardware?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes and yes.
I didn't realize until I was watching the special features on the disc that it's been like 20 years since he's done a movie, and they just basically call him up out of the blue, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it." I really enjoyed both of those movies, so if you haven't seen them, I recommend doing that. I feel like I almost given the same review as I did for Mandy with Nicolas Cage giving a great performance, the pinks and the purples, and so same people that whatever their slogan is, like pink
put
horror,
some pink in it,
purple horror, something like that. And so I'm recording my notes and listening back to it. I'm like, of course, it's late at night. I'm medicated, and one of the clips says pink bug. Purple bug.
Oh yeah.
Digital bug.
Digital bugs.
So we've had
buddy.
so many digital bears, digital
deer.
But that bug was badass. This is a good mix of CG and practical effects. The body horror was great. There's puppets, there's animatronics. Nicolas Cage is a psycho. He's perfect in this. The acting, I agree, all around was well done. Looks good, sounds good. I guess if I have one gripe, is it's a little long. Like this is my fault, but I'm to the point where, like, come on,
I've influenced
90
you.
Minutes. 90 minutes. Yeah, I think you have. You rubbed off on me a bit. It's even worse. It's even worse in another movie that we'll be talking about later. But I like this movie. It's an 8 out of 10 for me.
Look, a slurpy booty.
I don't know. I got sounds, man. I like to play them. John, what do you say?
All right, so I was immediately excited for this when I saw the visual of it without any context. It was on like Bloody Disgusting or something. It had Nick Cage standing by his car in that funky tree that almost looked like a living worm, You know what I mean? It was a prominent shot in the film. I was immediately excited. The color palette, the way they used it, it was nuts. It was a little bit like, it gave me From Beyond vibes because of the coloration, even though it was supposed to be a color they didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? If they were to shoot that in black and white, I guess that could sell it like Futurama did. Right. if you've watched Futurama, all the acting, I agree with you guys 100%. I love the acting in this. I thought Tommy Chong was so awesome in this, because he was like, especially at the very end when he spoiler alert, when he starts caving in, and his tape is playing and stuff, and it's slowing down because of the energy and stuff. That was creepy as shit. His voice already low enough, slowed down, stretched. It got, the first time it got under my skin. That was a really good scene. I'm an H.P. Lovecraft fan, but I haven't read this story. At least I don't remember if I did or not. Nicolas Cage crushed it. I knew he would. He crushed it in Mandy. That was a weird ass movie, but that's that dude's style. That Panopoulos, is that his name? Right?
Panos Cosmatos.
Cosmatos? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. All right. Yeah. What do I got here? The special effects were cool. If my only gripe with the visuals was the close up of the bug, the face, but outside of that, that thing was seamless in the scenes, flying around in the big open areas and stuff. Above the well and all that, and that you almost see what that was at the bottom of the well, before it got all whatever pit of horror it became, but you saw that blobby
butthole.
Yeah, something.
You can see it, but you can see something moving.
Something organic, the whole radiation thing, and then they're drinking it and it's sucking them dry so it can become, more like itself, or more like the place it came from, like Tommy Chong said. I really, really dug that. And the whole vortex thing at the end, to me, was whatever planet it was from, that's where it was going back to. Because that was like a wormhole style thing. You could see it ending out in like a glowing portal on the other side if you watch it. And then it just sucked everything up with it, and just a giant explosion. So it went back to some Lovecraft world. I called it the one where Cthulhu's from, that Ryla. I don't know how to say it. I can't pronounce a lot of that shit. But this was Blu-ray was sweet. 4K. I gotta see it. I don't have a player.
All those like flowers that they have just placed
that
all
was beautiful,
over the shot.
Man. That was so cool.
And
I loved how subtle
visually
it was.
Stunning.
It really was. Like, this was almost a 10. I gave it a 9. There's just too much. I could talk about it for a long time. I'm not going to take up the whole show talking about Color Out of Space.
Right. Rob, what are your thoughts?
Basically, it kind of reminded me of a mixture of that story from Creepshow, where the green stuff was growing on people. Oh, yeah. Kind of like a mixture of that and The Thing. And it's basically, the alien comes from another dimension, comes to planet Earth, is like, I'm hungry for a snack. And that's basically what's going on. It's just having a good time, on a little vacation, coming and getting some nice human food and eating everybody up and transforming them and mutating them. And then when it got finished, it said, all right, I'll see you guys later. I'll come back and maybe next year, So it's like...
Right on. Out of 10, what do you give this?
I give it pretty much an 8. I mean, I think it could have used a a lot more blood and gore in it, but that's just my own personal taste. And I think the pacing was not as quick as I normally like movies like that. Now, Nicolas Cage was brilliant in it, and some of the characters were cool, but I found a teenage girl kind of annoying. It's just like, just kind of got on my nerves a bit. The decisions that she made, but you always have to have that character in a horror film that makes the dumb decisions and screws everything up.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're introduced to her. She's doing a spell or something.
It almost
called it
starts
down.
Like the beginning of the Labyrinth.
Oh yeah,
where that teenage girl is reciting a play.
Mm-hmm.
Like it almost starts like it looks like it's in like another world. Like the way she's dressed, like it looks like it's another time period. And then here comes the water dude strolling up, and then it kind of brings you back real quick. But
well, yeah, because who the fuck has a horse? But anyways, that's an approved movie, so
yeah, you guys, if you guys are waiting, stop waiting, watch it. It was on Shudder forever. It might still be on there.
I think it is actually.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, that's where I watched it.
It was a Shudder exclusive. That's what it was at first. Because that's what it said on the Blu-ray, the sticker and stuff I got.